Well, everyone else is doing it, so I might as well jump on this trend. Let's talk about my desk setup and give you a little tour. How do tech lovers, entrepreneurs, and busy freelancers stay productive without drowning in bad tech, apps, or chaos? That's the question, and this YouTube channel will give you the answers. My name is Nick, and this is Let's Chat Tech with Nick. Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Nick, and this is Let's Chat Tech with Nick. Now, I've seen so many different videos about people doing tours of their desk setup. Now, before we get started, I'll admit mine is a very budget friendly and as cheap as you could possibly go, but it's what works for me. So I want to talk about my desk setup, how I use it to stay productive, and how I use that to avoid distractions while I'm working from home. Because I'm a freelance social media manager working from home, and that's not exactly the easiest thing to do. So let's talk about how I stay productive and distraction free. So first things first, I have a basic 3 monitor setup, 2 monitors and my laptop. I use my Galaxy Book 4 as my main system. I absolutely love this laptop because it works so well with my Samsung S20 FE that I use as my camera, and my Galaxy Z Fold 4, which when I use multi-control, I can actually have that off to the side and use that to send text messages. Well, more on that later. But the first 2 monitors, I've got both Samsungs. One monitor is probably about 15 years old. The other monitor is probably about 6 or 7 years old. So they don't owe me anything, but they work perfectly fine. Now, I'm not going to be gaming on these, so to get work done, they're perfect. Now, my second monitor is on a metal stand to keep it off of the desk, and that's just a cheap little stand I got off of Amazon. My main monitor sits on a monitor arm that has a second arm that has the laptop stand, so my Galaxy Book 4 can sit on that. Behind that, I have my desk lamp, which sits over the monitor. And when I first got that, I had it off to the side of my desk, and seeing so many setups that have the lamp behind the monitor, figured I'd try it, and it works perfect for my system. It doesn't light up the monitor, doesn't have any distractions, so I like that setup. It's away, and I have a lot more room to work. Now, the actual desk is a old dining room table that I have, and I like it because it's super deep. So if I actually have to get work done and use my Rocketbook, I can have a ton of space to work, room to move my keyboard off to the side, and it just works perfectly for me. Now, I do have a speaker on my desk. That is an old BlackBerry Bluetooth speaker, but I don't use that very often. I use typically my over-the-ear headphones while I'm working throughout the day, or if I'm doing something small and I'm only here for a short time, I use my Galaxy Buds Live. Now, moving on, I do have just a normal power bar that sits on the side of my desk that powers my Spigen MagSafe charger. So this is basically what my Fold 4 sits on during the day to keep it charged. And then if I need to charge my Galaxy Buds Live, I have the wireless charging base, so I could charge my earbuds as well. And I have my Galaxy Watch 4 charger just with a cheap rubber mount, so it could stay on my desk. Now we'll move to the second desk behind me. Now behind me I have my HP LaserJet printer that does the copying and all that scanning and stuff. Don't use it as much as I used to, but that's there. On the side desk behind me I have cheap plants from the dollar store. They're just plastic, and to be a little more productive and give you that sense of being in nature, it is really good. And there's tons of studies on why having plants near you are super good. Now, as I'm filming, I do have the black curtains closed so the sun's not coming in. But during the day while I'm working, I have these curtains open so I have natural sunlight on my desk, and it just brightens up the whole office space. Behind that, I obviously have my BlackBerry Bold 9900 and my Key 2 on the other side in shadow boxes. I have my logo and my YouTube logo printed out on wood plaques that my mom made for me. I have my pegboard that I hold my keyboards, the mouse when I'm not using it, things like that. And then I have my cork board that I have anything I need to peg up there, that's pegged up there. Kind of a vision board and other things like that. Now, when it comes to being productive and getting less distractions, with my phone on the MagSafe charger, I do use Samsung Flow. So if I need to send a text, I use Samsung Flow. So it's up here on the monitor, but I also keep my phone in focus mode. So throughout the day, I have lunchtime that's not in focus mode, but during the day, it goes in blocks where I don't get any notifications, so I could focus on the work ahead. And I usually kind of time that for my time blocks. If there's a section of the day I don't have a time block, I'll take it out of focus mode, but the phone is off to the side. It is out of my main sight line, so I don't get distracted by that easy. And I have the desk mat on my desk, and my rule of thumb, I only have things on the desk mat that I'm going to use. Nothing else stays on my desk. It is put into its place, whether it be in the pegboard, off to a little side table that I have, but this is my distraction-free zone so I can get work done. So that's it. That's a quick little tour, a quick little desk setup tour that I had, and I want to know, tag me in your desk setups if you have one. I'd love to see them. They've become some of my favorite videos because it's giving me ideas as I want to expand and actually get a good desk setup. The ideas are really helpful. But with that, that's all I have for you this week. I'll see you on the next video.